Hello everyone. It's getting dark out here. I'm sitting at my pond waiting for the bats. Still haven't seen any. I was kind of hoping they'd be here this evening. They usually come out around now. Anyway, so this is a ghost pond. And what that means is it used to be a pond many years ago, and then like pretty much most small ponds and wetlands, farmers filled them in order to make more land for grazing or crops or whatever. So when the digger was digging this out for me, he found all sorts of things in it, like very old tractor steering wheels and things like that. So it's not that long it's been filled in, really. Frances from Bar Aquatics came up and she filled it up with native water plants for me. It's just clay. This land is clay, so all I had to do is dig it out, and the microbiome from the original ecosystem was still there, so that's starting to kick back in. I divined a couple of springs, one at the side over there and one a little bit further over, and both of them feed it. The springs drop during the summer, so it drops right down, but at the moment it's quite full because we've had a good bit of rain, and it's a really magical place. You see all sorts of little tracks around the edges. At some point I'm going to try and find out what they are, because Lucy from Wild Awake would probably know if I can get her down. And many years ago I planted 3 weeping willows before I started We Are the Ark. I really love weeping willows, and all 3 of them are pretty much dead, but I leave them because there's still a bit of growth on them, and also the little birds and big birds sit in them because they got a good view of the field from there, and it's lovely to see them perched up there in their little safe high spots, so I leave them alone. But yeah, this pond is fantastic, and me and Lucky come and sit here. This is I'm sitting on this really nice bench. I'll show you the bench. It's a bench made for me by Christy Collard in Future Forests. It's getting old now. It's got lovely lichens and things growing on it, but I planted an oak here just behind it, and that's doing really well. And this is our sit spot, and we sit here in peace and watch lots of birds diving and swooping and taking drinks, and bats as well, but they're not out this evening. And yeah, so this is a magic spot, and it's one of the most amazing wildlife supports you can make, is to make any kind of a water feature. Now I know I'm lucky enough to have land, so I can make a biggish one, but it's about 8 foot deep in the centre of this one. But even if you only have a bird bath or a dish that you can sink into the ground and fill full of good water, like spring water or rainwater even, and put in a little ramp so creatures can get in and get out, it'll make a huge difference. It's really worth doing. So, and I'm going to plant this little tiny acorn, which I found in a local stream. It was sparkling in the bottom of the stream, so I picked it up and thought, okay, you're coming with me, and I'm going to plant you over here somewhere special. Still haven't figured out where, but I'll have it figured out before I go home. So my house is almost done, but we'll be moving in a week. I know I keep telling you this, but we have nowhere else to go in a week, so we have to go into the house. So whatever the state is in, we're going to be in it. So that'll be a bit of crack if nothing else. Anyway, thanks for the support.